What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jimmy Official, and I'm coming back here again with another video, another YouTube video. And today I'm going to be watching the Logan Paul reaction video. Logan Paul has responded to the incident that happened in Suicide Forest, and I wanted to check it out with you guys, watch it with you guys, you know what I'm saying, see what he's talking about. I didn't watch the video yet, so I have no idea what he's going to be talking about. But yeah, let's get into the video. Suicide is not the answer,
40 minutes.
guys. Trust me, you don't want to do it
Crying
to
like
yourself.
a baby. Bikers, joggers, tourists, runners, they went by me. Police officers searching for suicidal people went by me twice. I'm standing at the ledge, leaning over the rail with tears flowing down to the waters. And I thought to myself, absolutely nobody cares. And then the voice in my head said, jump now, and I did. And the millisecond that my hands cleared the rail and my legs flew over it was an instant regret. The depression was wiped from my mind, and all I wanted to do was live, and I thought it's too late.
Kevin Hines was 19 when he jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge. He is one of the many incredible people that I've been grateful to meet over the past 3 weeks as I aim to further understand the complexities surrounding suicide. And I know I've made mistakes. I know I've let people down. But what happens when you're given an opportunity to help make a difference in the world?
The backlash against the social media star.
Very popular guy called
Logan Paul is in some hot
He's
water.
a complete and utter insensitive idiot.
Taking a break from daily vlogging.
Even he says
crazy,
his latest
bro. Look at
content was
all
his
the
biggest
attention that he
mistake.
attracted, bro. One mistake. One mistake.
It's time to learn from the past as they get better and grow as a
Look,
human being. I'm here to
you
have
in
a
your
hard
life.
conversation so that those who are suffering can have easier ones.
So I've never been so humbled in my life by a single event.
Were you kind of shocked by it?
I was shocked to discover just how big this is.
You've never known anybody that killed themselves?
No one, no one. And that was part of the problem. It's just my ignorance on the subject.
But in Ohio, where you
crazy.
come from, it's the second leading cause of death.
And I know while I'm not able to solve the problem by myself, I want to be a part of the solution.
And that solution began across the country in New York City.
He took the time out of his life to make this whole video. He didn't have to do this at all. Does he deserve
We sat down with
forgiveness?
Dr. John Draper, director of the National Suicide Prevention
Should we forgive this dude, bro? Do you think this is serious?
We
or
have
this
to
is for
change
money
the
and views?
conversation publicly from just focusing on suicide and how something bad is happening and say, well, what do we do about it? Help people understand that the first thing they need to do is reach out and talk to somebody when they're feeling in despair. Because you're not alone with it anymore. They've done studies with people who are experiencing any kind of pain, including hanging off a cliff. You can hold on a lot longer if somebody is right there with you.
Man, make sure, man, you ever think about suicide, make sure you talk to your family, bro. You're not just hurting yourself, you're hurting your family also.
I think as a society, as human beings, we just have to be more compassionate. And that includes me too. That's something I'm learning along this journey. And something else that Dr. Draper told me were the 5 steps that anyone can take to help prevent suicide. Step 1 is
don't be
simply
selfish
just
about your
ask
own life.
yourself, ask others, are you thinking about suicide? And I know that sounds like a daunting
if somebody's
question,
going through
but
stress,
literally
just
that
listen
question
to
can
them.
save
You know what I'm
lives.
saying?
Step
Just
2,
have them
accordingly,
call
would be
you.
to
Be there
listen.
for them. It don't
Be
even gotta be a
present,
loved one.
don't
It
make
can be
any
somebody that
judgments,
you don't
and then
even
step
know.
3 would be there for them.
Get them
Even
help,
after you've already
you know what I'm
asked,
saying?
because dependability
Refer
is
them to a
key.
psychologist
Step 4
or somebody
is
that
then
can
help
help them
them
out.
connect. Whether
Tell
it's
their
with
family
a friend,
members.
a
Don't
family
hide it.
member, a local suicide hotline,
Check in on them.
therapist, but
Know what
help
I'm
them
saying?
reach out to someone.
Anything can happen in 5 minutes. You can kill yourself in 5 minutes, bro. Anything can happen.
Just alone.
You can
Lastly,
ignore
step 5
somebody
is
for
just
5
checking on them,
minutes,
show
bro,
them
and that
that
could
you
be the
care.
last,
Call them up,
the
say,
last
hey, I
breath
want to make
they
sure you're
take.
okay. Can I check in with you over the next few days?
So one of the things that is so important about reducing stigma is getting stories out there about people positively coping with suicide.
Do you guys know anyone I could talk to?
Yo,
with
I
a lived
can't, like-
experience of suicide?
Absolutely,
I find
we
it
have
weird
quite a number
because,
of
like,
people.
He wouldn't have to do. He wouldn't have to do none of this if, like, I don't know, bro. It's
We
crazy.
can refer over to
I find
you.
it so
That'd be
weird.
great.
Yeah.
And that's how we got introduced to Kevin Hines. 17 years ago, Kevin jumped off of the Golden Gate Bridge and survived.
These are individuals whose stories, when people hear them, they say, you know, maybe I can get through. As opposed to hearing stories when people haven't.
bullying. Bullying is not cool. I do not tolerate bullying at all.
And those are, unfortunately, those are stories that we've heard before. Now we're hearing more and more stories of people being more open about it. And as I was saying before, Logan, for every one person that dies by suicide, there's 287 other people that think seriously about it but don't. Those are stories, again, that have not been told. If we told those stories of people who got through it as opposed to one who didn't, imagine what kind of influence that would have on people's behavior.
When I found out that 1 in 6 high school kids seriously think about suicide, that's stunning.
Yeah.
This is such a common problem.
Logan, all I wanted was for one
This
person.
a suicide
look me in
survivor
my
right here.
eyes.
Regrets it. You wouldn't even know somebody is stressing. You could look somebody in their face. It could be fake laughing, fake smiling, fake being happy. You wouldn't even know,
Hey,
bro.
kid, you okay?
You would never know what's going on in
I am
somebody's
so grateful to
body,
be
what's
alive.
going on in their head, how they feeling.
And I'm grateful.
You would never know the last time you could talk to somebody they about to commit suicide later on that night. You never know.
Today,
It's not something to play around with or nothing to prank about, nothing to joke about at all.
for every millisecond I get to breathe. Because it was almost all ripped from me by me.
What's one thing you would have said to your younger self? To the Kevin who was 19, sitting on the bus, if you were next to you, and instead of the guy who pointed and laughed, what would you say?
I would just put my hand
I
on
respect
the
Logan Paul. I respect this dude for this, bro. I respect him. It just makes me want to, like, cry,
I would just
nigga.
put my
Like,
hand on my shoulder.
for real, like, look at this dude that
I
survived.
would
Like,
just
look
say,
at his eyes, bro. I feel sad.
I'm
I
here
just
for
want to
you.
cry for this dude.
I got you. We need to be a society that comes together for every person in the community that's going through hell. And in order to do that, every person that's going through hell, whatever hell, has to be honest about their pain.
I feel bad, bro.
And if they're going to be honest about their pain, we are going to collectively answer the call and be there for that individual. Because if you don't see beauty in the next person you meet, you're not looking hard enough.
You're incredible, dude. This is an honor for me.
It's an honor for me too, brother.
You are not alone. Like I said, I know people who tried suicide. I know people who died of suicide. I'm seeing stuff on social media of girls that or guys that committed suicide. You know what's the first thing I do when I see somebody committed suicide? I go on their Instagram page and I just look. Like, really? Remember last year, it was this one girl who committed suicide. I went on her Instagram. She was pretty, like, beautiful, you know what I'm saying? But she got bullied and stuff like that. And, like, I felt bad because, like, I used to think, like, what if I could have DM'd that person and, like, talked her out of committing suicide? What if I could have DM'd that person and told her, don't let people, like, what if I could have been that person that inspired her to not do it? So every time I see somebody who commits suicide, I think of what I could have had done to stop them. And it could be somebody I don't even know, and it hits me, and I think about it for days. There's people that I don't even know of. I know committed suicide, and it makes me think, like, what could have I done to change them? What if they could have seen one of my videos and DM me and told me what was going on with them, and I could have, like, talked to them about it? You know what I'm saying? I've been in my bag for a long time now. I've been working hard. You know what I'm saying? Not one time I ever thought about suicide. I just can't. I'm against it 100%. It's selfish for you and your family and God. It's selfish for everybody. It's not cool. When you kill yourself, you're not just killing yourself, you're killing your family. You got loved ones out there that love you, your moms, your dads, your grandmas, your siblings. Everybody love you. You're not just, there's nobody on this earth that doesn't love you. You could be the world's most hated person. You still got somebody that love you. Your mom, she birthed you. You think she just want to see you go before her or something like that? Like I said, suicide is not the answer. Bro, if you need help, contact the suicide helpline. There's plenty of people out there that's majored and experts at this stuff. I appreciate everybody who support me. And the question I'm going to leave you guys with is, should we forgive Logan Paul for his actions?